What's going on, guys? Barber CVO in the building. We're here in Georgia at Robert Simmons' 1-year anniversary on YouTube. He did a little small party for his VI preloaders and his preloaders. Here in Georgia, we got Cycle Fanatics in the building, Holy Shift in the building, and Glenn also in the building, coming all the way from New Jersey, stopping by to show support here at Robert Simmons' 1-year anniversary. So check it out. See that, guys? Congratulations to Robert Simmons and his Preload Nation.
What's up, man? What's up? I haven't seen this dude on camera, man. This dude big, and we're gonna have to get in football. What's up, John? What's up, John? What's good, man? Good, man. Good, man. Looking good, man.
I think it's comical, but I'm saying it anyway. Does anybody have a problem being on YouTube?
Yes.
Yes. All right, my wife's going to take it away from you.
So, first of all, is it sunny enough? So sunny, blinding my eyes. I wanted to thank every single one of you for coming out to celebrate my husband's day and the Preloader Nation Day. A year ago, we said, hey, why don't we start practicing? He said it, and I said, sure, honey. And then he said, hey, why don't we start a YouTube channel? And I said, sure, honey. He said, hey, let's get 4 motorcycles. And I said, sure, honey. As long as you can afford it. Okay, so a year ago today, maybe not today, but within a week, we really started this. It's turned into a movement, a philosophy, and it's turned into almost an altruistic principle that we all share. It's not just about paying it forward anymore, it's not just about preloading anymore, it's not just about throttle, but it's taken on a life of its own. As evidenced by every single one of you being here, I am just overwhelmed and so proud of my husband for starting this movement. I promised I wouldn't cry, and I put on an extra mascara so I wouldn't. I wanted to thank my family, Kim, Maria, Mandisha, for helping out.
Yeah!
It takes a village to raise a child. I have to say to you, it takes a team to be part of the preloader, be the boss of the motorcycle nation. It takes a real team. So, and I thank them for putting up with me because I tend to be a little bit of a taskmaster. If any of you want to know how I treat people who are not my family, you can talk to Richard over there because he got the whip earlier too. Balloons were here, balloons were there, and I'm yelling, they're not symmetrical.
It's not just me.
Kim Adrian, this is my sister Maria, this is my niece Mandisha. Hiding behind my husband is my mom and my aunt. There are so many people in this room that I'd like to acknowledge, but first of all, I'll just acknowledge them collectively and let Robert acknowledge later on. I've got neighbors here and friends, old friends and new friends, and everyone that has helped in some way. Every way is significant. So thank you all for being here. If this is going live on YouTube, I want to thank the virtual guests, our preloader family. Thank our ambassadors, Ashley and Miss Jenny. We love you both. We know you're not here, but you're here in spirit. So, on your wrist, you should have a wristband. This is Robert Simmons paying it forward. Originally, there was going to be a ride, and that was going to be the way that we could determine who had registered and who's supposed to be here. This is supposed to be a lot of people. Still, this is money. I like it. As you know about the room, there are Be the Boss and Preloader Nation merchandise here for you to peruse. Everything is for sale. There are special prices for today. If you're taking part of this day virtually, there is an online code for 20%, but obviously the folks in the room get special deals. So just please peruse the room, even the posters. In a moment, I'm gonna hop my husband away. Motorcycles, or Harleys, yeah, as long as
I'll take one.
I'm sorry.
In a little while, we're gonna have food. The restrooms are over there in the corner. There's a kitchen over there. Listen, I am a taskmaster when it comes to the kitchen, so if you see me coming after you, if I see you go in the kitchen, I'm gonna go. Just like at home, what are you gonna do now in the kitchen? There are drinks and beverages behind the food over there, and the ladies in the back will be serving you today. With that, I am going to ask my sweet husband to come and join me over here and let him say hello and address the room and address the rest of the nation. Thank you for being here.
Is it any surprise? When I say this woman's a phenomenal woman, she is a phenomenal woman. Right, so I do want to thank her, but first I want to thank God for this day, for the blessings bestowed upon me, for all of you guys, safe travel here, especially guys that rode here. I'm going to get to you guys in a second. But it's just so much to be thankful for. So I want to thank God first and foremost, of course. Secondly, my bride, my queen. I promise I wasn't going to cry. No mascara.
Oh, I thought you put extra mascara.
Question mark.
Let me tell you something. There's a little bit of inaccuracy, I should say. Because a lot of the things, I feel like in my life, a lot of things happen, and I don't plan them, but they just seem to work out. That's right. I decided November 15th, 2000, that I was sick of just taking from YouTube. I was never subscribed to anybody's channel, but if I wanted to know how to do something, YouTube. And when I moved down here and I was actually retired, And now I had time, just bought a new house. If I don't know how to do something, YouTube. And the Jersey guys, they brought this weather here, by the way. The Jersey guys, they were at my house. I had 13 televisions in my house. But when I first moved down here, I never hung a TV. YouTube helped me through all of that, even running wires, all kinds of stuff. So I said, I want to give something back to YouTube. I really don't even remember my thought process going out to that parking lot and saying, let me just do a video on whatever. And then next thing you know, I did some other videos. I didn't even know what I was doing. And if you go back and look at my videos, you'll see this is trial and error. That's really any YouTuber. You go back to the first video, it's comical almost, right? And then one day I did a video in my garage saying, if anybody wants to come out and practice with me, that would be great. I want to share my knowledge with you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking it's going to be people from Savannah, Pooler maybe, Port Wentworth, people close. Oh my gosh, look where we are now. I got people coming here from Texas. Tom, man, Tom was the first guy to move his motorcycle here from Texas in February. So he was all chapped up, just an awesome guy. And I remember Tom's motorcycle broke down. At the time, I think I didn't have 9 exercises at the time. And again, that's because trial and error. When I first started this, I never thought I would have to go over starting and stopping the motorcycle. But yes, it's relevant, because everybody knows how to stop, but not properly, so that's why we went over that. Tom's motorcycle broke down. After that, a long ride, exercise number 2. So this is practice session number 8. If you didn't see it, check it out. But after that, there's no way I could have let Tom leave here without practicing. So that's where practice session 8.1 came in, nighttime edition, because by the time he got his motorcycle back 2 days later, it was 6 o'clock at night. Like I said, it was February, so it doesn't get as cold, but it was still cold. He was out there, he was trying it, and Tom wanted me to share with Preload Nation that he had stage 4 cancer, because I told him I wasn't gonna say that, and he goes, no, I want you to share this with everybody, so that they know, if anybody else is going through this, keep fighting, keep living your life, blah, blah, blah. Tom is still doing good, just to let you guys know. So I started realizing that what I'm doing here is more than this, like my wife said. And I get emails, guys, that's why I first started the email address. You guys know I'm a talker, so, strap in. I started the email address because I noticed that people would leave comments in the comment section, but I know they wanted to say more. I know they wanted to send me pictures and videos. And I'm like, cool, I can do that. At 1,000 subscribers, no big deal. So when I tell you my days are busy, yeah, they're busy. Because I respond to every comment, every email, every post on Facebook, the Facebook group, which I didn't want to do, but I was asked to do that, and everything on Instagram. So yes, it's time consuming. And with those emails, people send me emails about stuff. Sometimes they might start out about a motorcycle, and at the end, has nothing to do with it. I'll open it up and go, uh-oh, honey, 9 paragraphs, just talking about their life. So it shows me that this is so much bigger. We're touching people in a much better way, and that's why it's so important to me that I always let you all know, and you all know, that this channel, anything associated with me, will always be based on positivity. Always. No room for negativity. And I got news for you guys. My thought process was, I can see how much negative stuff I'm gonna have to deal with. Not that many. Because when positivity is like a power, and sometimes negativity will try to get in and it just can't make it. And I've noticed also that when somebody did put something negative in there, I didn't have to do it. Preload Nation took care of that person, right? So, all right, I don't want to talk too much about that, guys, but I do want to thank all of you for coming out here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate my VI preloaders for helping support the channel, people that bought merchandise, all this stuff. Back to my life. Guys, you have to know that none of this, if it was just me doing this, Preload Nation would be so deficient when it comes to a lot of different things. So everything that's set up in here. Now, if we went on this ride like we were supposed to, this would have blew my mind when I came back here, because my wife don't talk to me about this stuff. She just goes, oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. She's detail oriented, and she used to do event stuff like this. So yeah, that's why Rich got it. Because her whole personality changes. She's like but I just appreciate her so much. If you guys if you only knew everything that she does. Sometimes it'll be an email I get, and it's something really deep, it's too deep for me. And that's when I got to call my partner, honey, read this. What's the proper response to this? You know, so my wife was, she was a social worker, but what is that? Oncology social worker. She knows how to, certain situations, she's gonna know how to properly word things. So, and I don't ever wanna come at somebody wrong. I'm a perfectionist too, just like she is, you know, so anyway, I wanna thank my VI preloaders. I wanna thank my neighbors, my friends, all right? I wanna thank John, Glenn, Sandy. These guys came from all the way from New Jersey. Wait,
Love you, man. Love you.
guys, love you guys too. Rich here rode his motorcycle from Myrtle Beach. Wow. Guys, and these guys, wait, you guys. Wow. These guys here rode the motorcycles from DC. Listen, Baltimore, close enough.
Amen.
Listen, DC to Baltimore. I'm not riding my motorcycle from either one. So, you guys know. Wow. If you don't know, you're gonna learn today. Whether it's raining or cold, I'm not riding my motorcycle that long. I'm just not. I got bad hips. I say that all the time. But truth be told, I got a feeling even if I didn't have bad hips, you know, I got a nice trailer on there. You know, and that's another thing too. Preloader Nation, I let people know when they come out and practice with me, there's no stress. I can say that, it doesn't mean they're not gonna happen, but there's no stress, there's no pressure. I always tell them, leave your egos on the sidewalk because we're here to learn, we're here to have fun. Practice session number 1, Wood Jr. Now that's the first time I physically met him. And if you ask me, how did you even meet him? How did that happen? I couldn't tell you. This is what I'm talking about when I say a lot of things happen. But if I try to go to the origin, I have no clue. But I want to thank Wood Jr. for not only showing up. I started to say showing up with his church shoes on, but he don't wear church shoes to church. He brought his motorcycle, so I definitely want to thank him for coming. And his wife, Naomi, Mike from Real Ride and Ride, the biggest, what is it, the biggest little
YouTube channel.
The biggest little YouTube channel, yeah. Awesome channel, check this channel out too, guys. Check this. There's a bunch of YouTubers in here. I never thought this would be my life. Just camera all the time. So, but I'm embracing it, I love it, because again, it's not just about motorcycles. I'm a humble guy, so you guys need to know, I'm gonna be 50 in February 7th. And I remember my wife said, what are you doing for your 50th? I don't know, I'm just not me. I don't like a lot of fuss over me, I just don't. But I know, you know, I know, what's happening? Oh, I thought you were coming over here. I don't want to make this too long. If I forget to thank anybody, I apologize. I definitely, she already said it, but I do want to thank my ambassadors. Again, that was Anita's idea. As a matter of fact, Preloaders was Anita's idea. She said to me, Robert, your subscribers, you need to come up with a name for them. She said, people like to be a part of something and they should be called something. How about Preloaders? Awesome, baby. Awesome. And that was my thought. Yeah, whatever, honey. Awesome, let's do that. Huge, right? So I'm telling you guys, a lot of little things that I'm doing up here. When I say she's in the background, she's not far in the background. She's like right here, nudging me up. You know, so I know I'm going back to her again. It's hard. It's hard for me not to bring her up. If she knew how to ride a motorcycle, she might replace me, man, because but one thing I do acknowledge and I love is she'll be on the back of the motorcycle with me. You guys know it's quarterly, and I don't have a problem with that. But huh? Say it again. What is that? Oh, raffles? Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a raffle. I think it's about 4 o'clock. We're doing a raffle. But if I win, I'm actually in a raffle right now.
I want Blaze.
Raffling off a motorcycle. If I win that motorcycle, yeah, I'll raffle that off. But
John's bike. I want that bike, John.
This raffle,
That one on Holy
I got
Shit.
2 things here I'm raffling off. And again, my raffles, there's nothing for you to buy. Just pick your ticket, you get that. All right, so.
Roguelike CDO. Roguelike CDO big raffle.
Roguelike CDO? No, I can't raffle like that. By the way, the Roguelike, is in third place, just so everybody knows, he's in third place. Mike, he's got to deal with it.
Third place of what?
Third place of my ranking of motorcycles. The ranking of my stable. My stable. That's another thing. Guys were saying, hey man, nice stable. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. When I tell you guys, this whole motorcycle thing, I just know how to ride them. All right? So a lot of the stuff that's going on, you know, how does John was talking about, I got a 475 cam. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, no idea. I know it makes the motorcycle a little bit, it helps to right? All right, I want to thank my ambassadors, like I was saying, that's Ms. Ginny and Ashley. Ashley is an ambassador in the UK, so he's a ambassador for Robert Smith Fan Ford for the UK.
Somebody's a house.
And Ashley rides a Vespa. For those of you that don't know, a Vespa is a scooter. And I remember when I got an email from Ashley, and his email basically said, I love what this is. I'm hoping you will let me be a part of it. And my response was, of course you'll be a part of it. Because it's not about your motorcycle. That's why when guys get into the street light, road light, I have fun with them. But to me, I don't care what you ride. All I care about is that you have fun riding it, but you do it responsibly. And when I say responsibly, it means you actually want to learn how to ride your motorcycle, okay? And there's a lot of people that have been riding for years and years that might have just taken them to hear one thing a certain way. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Watch my videos, watch them in their entirety. I don't care how long they are. Remember, there is an entertainment aspect of this channel, but at the end of the day, this is about learning. So if you're the person that skims through and wonders why you got a 65 on the test, you know, because you skim through, okay? So beauty of YouTube is, if I make a 2.5 hour practice session video, you can watch it 15 minutes at a time if you want. It will save you a spot, right? You're always in control of that. And I'll end with this. I always say there's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's followers, there's leaders, and then those people in the middle. I call them the blades of grass. They're going to go whichever way the wind blows, right? When I first started this, people told me, dude, you need to keep your videos 10 to 15 minutes, tops. YouTubers have a very short attention span. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so, again, thank you guys. We have a lot of food here. Again, my wife, menus. I just found out about these menus yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. And if you guys are interested in merchandise, she's got things on the clipboard here, but there's more than one page. So if you go through it, you can see the stuff and the prices and stuff like that, okay? I do want to ask Eric to bless the food, if he doesn't mind. Come on up, man. I started to say, anybody have any questions? I'm so used to it.
Let us bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this wonderful occasion. Thank you for this anniversary. And Father, we ask that you bless this meal to sanctify the nutrition of our body and mind and soul. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, and I want to thank Eric, because I didn't tell him ahead of time he was going to be doing that. So put it right on the spot. Hey, you mind doing that? Okay, you guys know all about the grabbing the front brake 10 push-up penalty, right? So there are some people that still want me push-ups, and I see them now, so no, I'm kidding. Nobody. And again, guys, this is another aspect of us just having fun out there. There's a guy that, I forgot his name, but he just sent me a video. Actually, I think I put him in a video from California, and showing his discipline. You know, you guys know the rule. If you grab it, you grab that push-up, and I don't care what the push-up looks like. I don't care if you got to do 2, rest for a week and do another 2. You know, the point about it is to try to reprogram your brain from doing what you're doing. That's all it is, and have a little fun. And this guy said to me after he got up, he goes, "Well, Robert, if nothing, this tells me I got to start working out some more." He said, but he appreciated it, right? And I don't care if somebody's doing it just to get on YouTube, because I'm going to put him on YouTube, because it's still positive, right? It's still positive. So on that note, you guys, like I said, I'll talk you to death, but I know I'm hungry. My wife said to remind you of the 1-year promo code, which she already told you about. I think she forgot. All right, so if you don't, where is it? Yes, 1 year, 20%. You know you got a microphone, so don't make this whisper. 1 year, 20%. 1 year, 20%. All right, guys, please, listen. Don't be bashful, all right? In other words, don't play yourselves. If you know you usually have a plate of food like this, have a plate of food like this.
That's
I don't
right.
want leftovers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
That's right. That's right.
Love you guys.
Right.
You too. Let's get it.
Wood is out right now. Wood is out.
Oh, baby.
Delicious. Thank you, Robert. Oh my God, I can eat chicken every day. I always tell my wife, just gotta eat chicken every day. So that's the line, getting ready to eat. I want to thank Robert for inviting us to his 1 year anniversary on YouTube. Thank you.
It's actually in a building.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Camilo, Barber CBO 19. As all you know, some of you guys are subscribed to my channel. Just want to keep it nice and simple. As all you know, I moved to Georgia. Why? Yeah. I came from New Jersey with my wife, Gabriella, and everybody wants to know why I moved to Georgia. And it's cleaner. No. Let me tell you the real reason. I came across Robert's channel, and obviously, I started my YouTube thing like probably during COVID. But I came across his channel, kept on watching his videos, talked about so much about cooler, and I was like, what is this cooler? I never heard of it. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, and we were going to sleep with my wife in bed, and I was like, hey, Bob, you want to go? Let's just move. Because we were trying to buy a house in Cincinnati, cut it short in Cincinnati, but up north, everybody knows it's very expensive, very, very expensive. And we were trying to buy a house, so we were like, let's go see some houses. And I know this guy on YouTube, his name's Robert, and he does the YouTube videos, and he's from Cooler, it's right off 95. So we went in, we thought about it in September, came to see 5 houses, made offers, and we got in October. And we moved in October, and I do the YouTube thing. I'm also a barber here now in Cooler. I work at a barber shop there. But I want to thank Robert, because honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't even know why I would even choose Georgia. So thank you for, really, I moved here because of him. Why would I chose Denver? Florida, Texas. But I chose him because he's so positive. Usually when I talk to people, and I never said it before, but when I talk to people, if you catch me yawning, it's kind of like a bored conversation. It really is, I'm telling you the truth. But Robert is like, I'm just focused on him. Everything he talks, I'm like listening, like focused. And even when I went to his house, I'm just sitting there just admiring how he talks and everything. And it's, I don't know, I've never seen somebody like him. All my friends are like, jokesters, like, but Robert's a very honest guy. I'm glad that I moved to Georgia because we're gonna be friends here and do a lot of videos together, hopefully. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It smells good. It smells good. I don't know what
Guys, I just like to say that
There we go.
So what's going on, guys? This is Wood Jr. Man, 2 huge thumbs up. How did I meet this guy, Robert? Honestly, he's a bit of a stalker. So what happened was, about 11 months ago, I put a video out on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber too, guys. I've been sucked in as well. But no. So I put a video out about 11 months ago, and it was titled, if you're looking to be a skillful rider, this video is not for you. So I put out like 3 combs because I saw this guy, I was going through videos, and I was like, this guy lives in Cooler, and he's like, just put combs out and riding, like so he was actually starting up and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. So I did a shout out to this guy. I didn't even know him. I was like, guys, check out this guy, Robert Simmons. he's paying it forward. Like he's doing all of this for literally nothing. Like he's giving you his time, his attention, and he's literally wanting to share his skill. This guy was awesome. And then I got a information on my YouTube channel. It was Robert. He was like, hey man, what's up? I was like, oh, what's up, Robert? Then 2 minutes later, what are you doing up? You're supposed to be asleep. I was like, I'm about to go to work, Robert. And then he was like, hey man, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, oh my dear God. So I told my wife, I said, let's block this guy now. So I was kind of forced to subscribe to his channel. No. I subscribed to his channel, man, awesome dude. And his first practice, I believe session 1, me and a lot more guys, man, we went, and just that one practice, man, allowed me just to continue to practice and just got better at my skill. I never knew about slow riding skills. I really didn't. I knew about, riding fast, etc. But to really handle your motorcycle with slow speed skills, that really was a challenge. And it really helped out because me and my beautiful wifey, she's back there. She's looking at me so. That's wifey. So without this practice, guys, me and my wifey went to Sturgis this year, 1,700 miles one way. And I'll tell you, I could not have done it if that wasn't for the slow riding speed skill. So that really helped out. We did Ireland. Yeah. And then I did it 2 up, so I really had to be skillful. But we did the Mount Rushmore, we did the Needles Highway, and all of those took skillful riding and slow riding speed skills. And honestly, I knew I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for this guy. Everybody was telling me, look at this other guy in Florida. But the teachings was just different. So, nothing against anyone else, but the teaching was just different. Just touched a little more, just felt a little more home-based. So this guy is ever so awesome. And I cannot say nothing about him without his wife. I thought I was the only one that married a model. He married a model as well. I was like, what? 2 models? That's what's up. And, Q married a model. All these, you guys, come on, man. But, so we're still no. But other than that, guys, man, as you say, preload and keep it loaded. Preload Nation, Wood Nation, we'll always have that back and forth. But thank you, man. You guys are awesome. Miss Anita, appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
All right, buddy.
You watch them now. You watch them now. That's what it's all about, man. Watching people. When I went to motorcycle school, it took me 4 days to get it. And at the same time of not knowing what I'm doing, I never knew how to ride a motorcycle before that. They taught me. And I remember getting on that police motorcycle and I was like, oh, this is nothing. And we rode to the course. And they had the actual cones on the outside of the mark, so making it wider for us. And still, I was like, no way, no way. And when you get struck by lightning, that's what I call it, that 4th day, it will change the way you feel about your motorcycle. And when I see him now, back his motorcycle, out of his garage, usually on a Sunday morning, when him and Naomi are going to church, he backs it. And then exercise number 4, he makes that turn. He's yelling while he's doing it, of course. But he makes that turn, and he should. People send me stuff all the time saying, man, I did this. I was in a gas station. I made a U-turn. I wish you could have saw me. I felt so good. I felt like it. I said, you should. Because you should feel good. It's a big accomplishment. It really is. All right? Anybody else?
Yeah, I love it. I found the channel like others, just browsing YouTube, and I think the first video that came up, I think you were talking about home surveillance system. And I looked at the title of the channel, I said, that's a long name, and I kind of just skipped by. Then the next time it popped up, it was when you were going to do Jerry Palladino's class. And so it said the motor officer taking the class, something to that effect. And I said, huh, wait, what? So then I watched it. And I enjoyed it from that point on because for those that don't know, like Robert, I'm also a motor officer, and before that, I didn't ride motorcycles. And so to start from nothing and to get to that level, for me, was, and I couldn't believe it. And actually, before I even went to take the class, I spoke to some motor officers, and I got different reactions. Some of them were like, you don't ride, you never rode? Nah, you're not gonna pass, you're not gonna make it. And then others were like, just give it a try, you never know. And I went with that one because you're not gonna tell me I'm not gonna make it and me not try. If nothing else, I'm gonna get paid to ride a motorcycle. So if I make it, I'll make it, but I'm still getting paid and I had some fun. But I made it. And other people that I was in the class with that didn't make it, what they walked away from it was they were better riders on their personal bikes just from having a few days of the motor school training. So what Robert does is gives anybody and everybody basically the same fundamentals. And what does everybody say? They're more confident on their bike, they're safer on their bike, and that just makes the street safer for everyone, for drivers and riders. For the riders who know what to do, that know what to do in a situation, they know how to handle their bikes when they have passengers. Passengers feel safe. I tell my wife all the time, I'm certified. You okay riding with me? She doesn't believe me all the time, but I got the piece of paper saying I am. And so, the point I'm making is it's a great channel. It's for anybody and everybody, even if you don't ride motorcycles, because as others have said, just his personality and other things that he discusses, you can take some of that, put it in your own personal life, and make you a better person. So I encourage anybody that anybody I come across, when we brief conversation about motorcycles, I tell them, watch his channel. Because another thing I think Wood mentioned, versus watching other channels, the way he teaches or the way he tells you to do things, for some people it's a little easier to grasp. And when you can grasp it that way because you can relate to it, you can put it into action, and then you can walk away learning something. And so that doesn't say don't watch anybody else's channel, but definitely take something from everybody, because that's one thing that I did in motor school. I had some instructors, they were great riders, terrible instructors. But I would take little things from them and then little things from other instructors, put it together, and that's what got me to where I am and able to pass. So if you know other people that ride, if you ride, definitely pay attention to the channel, take what you get from here, share it with others, so that way we can just, again, make this motorcycle community and other riders, safer on the road altogether. And I'll leave it with this. My wife tells me I'm a groupie because this is my second YouTube meet and greet. But hopefully, by her coming this time, she can see that from these meet and greets, we've actually formed relationships. We get to meet people that we just sit back and watch on the computer and see that they are real people, that they are genuine. They have family, they have stories. We can relate to a lot of things, and I'm all about, making friends and building relationships and building bridges. And this YouTube channel, others YouTube channels, Cycle Fanatics, Wood Jr., Barber CVO, holy shit, I watch them all. So yeah, I'm a groupie too. but like I said, it's those opportunities come out and meet you guys and see that you are who you are and that you're genuine. We had a great time in Tennessee, just having a regular conversation. And from there, the table over here, Q, Sandy, Milton, Ed, Carl, we met at the Tennessee event. And now we all keep in touch, and it's just the relationships that can be built off of something as simple as YouTube, which years ago I probably would have yelled at my kids to get off of it. If only I would have realized, actually, what can come of it, maybe I would have pushed them to stay on it a little bit. But you live and you learn. So, I appreciate everybody welcoming us. I know we were a little late, but hopefully, we get to talk to everybody, and everybody enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Have a good ride.
He's right too. That Tennessee trip, that was big. Yeah. All of you guys. And last night I was packing up the trailer, and I put the TV on in my garage. And what do I see? Real Riders Ride. He put a video out. And he was talking about this nice little cute, little itsy bitsy trailer he put. Then he put his motorcycle idly on, and he was saying that how this whole thing just put him in contact with so many good people. Now I'm an optimistic guy. I start everybody at 10 primarily, and you have to work your way down. You really have to work to get yourself down. Unless you really do something that's ridiculous. So I've always felt like most people are good people, right? But the preloaders. I used to say there's two kinds of riders. Riders that have gone down and riders that haven't gone down yet. Now I say there's two kinds of riders. Regular riders and preloaders. And I'll leave it at that.
You gotta play the lotto, bro.
First manufacturing, not anybody here. What are you doing?
You get to play the lotto.
Just got me that.
All right. Are we live? I never know these things. Are we live? Nah.
I told you. It's a YouTube giveaway.
I was in Daytona. I'm talking to a husband and wife, and the wife was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your channel. I watch it all the time. Help me out so much. Are you subscribed?" "No, but I watch it with him." So I explained to her that electricity is not the same as this. You both have to subscribe to help us out. There's some electricity going on right here.
Anybody want to switch tables?
And who's next, Wingman?
John.
You're next, brother.
You could get up, John.
Man, if he gets it, that's it, man.
That's what I want.
But I know, John. He won't take it. I know it.
Thanks, John. Thanks, John.
Say he's a stand-up guy. You say that, now he's like, oh. Okay.
You can watch Superman.
5, 2, 0, 2, 8.
Right here.
Bruce, where Bruce? Where Bruce?
Representative of Bruce Agnew.
Am I the only one that saw how cocky she was? She walked around and takes like this.
Smooth.
Because that's it.
I want that.
Marriage is work, right?
Amen.
Okay, so let me finish.
That was cute.
If you're not familiar with love languages, it's actually a book. It's been around for years. And there's five love languages. I always forget all of them. I know one is physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, time, quality time, and I can't remember what the fifth one is. Service. Yes. And I find, this is my opinion, that the work part comes in when you don't speak the same love languages. So it's important to know the love language of your partner. Because if you think her love language is gifts, because that's one of yours, so you keep giving her gifts, or her love language is time, something's lacking, right? Now, if you do what you should do is have that conversation, and now you know that her love language is time, now you have to concentrate on it to do it. That's why it feels like work. If it comes natural to you, it feels effortless. And that's what I have with my queen. We speak the same love language, all of them. So rare. So if you don't know about this, read up on it, have that conversation, and go forth from there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Right.
Oh, it wasn't recorded. I'm just kidding.
All right, guys, we just finished off right now with Robert Simmons, a final, actually the 1 year
Never
anniversary
allow a
party.
black woman's hair to get wet.
Thank you guys from Jersey. Love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by my house, visiting us.
Love you, brother.
And
Love you, man.
we'll definitely see
Great
you guys.
time. Great time.
Thank you.
Great time.
And
See you guys later.
we'll see you guys when I get to Jersey.
Peace. Winter in Georgia.
All right.
Peace.
Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. See ya. Peace.